Anyway, for these, you'll want to have offside at 70, full start at 70, offensive holding at 65.
Alright. Trying to new settings. I got everything like highest brightness. See how that look.
It's week 5 of the 2022 season, and we'll see the Colts' electric quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Broncos under the lights on Thursday night.
Prime time. Oh man.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight we start week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new, and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple of details.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Taylor.
I tried to throw it away. They won't even let me throw it away.
Samson Abuka.
It's alright though.
Play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's alright. We'll get it back.
After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We run it.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice.
Did you get it?
As if they were going
Did you get it?
I mean, you have guys like that.
What just happened, bro?
Got a chance for success when the injury hits.
It was on the money. Yeah.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Now Taylor. Open man downfield is Amendola. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule.
Why he didn't put his feet in?
Couldn't keep his feet in.
Come on.
On 2nd and 10, Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I'm darting them, man. I'm putting them down.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. That's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the handoff, Taylor.
He had a wide open hole, bro.
The 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One of the more excellent points on the board when this drive is over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Colts at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. On the draw is Taylor.
And that was too high.
As this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Oh, good shot.
They
blocked the field goal?
Last time they had it, number 6 for him on the year as they begin with the first down. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now Taylor. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They go play action with Taylor. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor dancing to his left.
They ain't even get open. They ain't even go out for a pass.
To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
This up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing it?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Colts. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have cut the lead back down to 2. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Tied up. Defense. Stop him.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to less than double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Now basically bottled up.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So
trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor, they'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long.
Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Taylor on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Taylor. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete.
Let's go.
I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense. More significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. After the interception, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Taylor will throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure, and we saw another example of it there. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for
Come on,
2.
Kicker.
Go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Yes.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
Let's go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. And this is dropped.
He had it!
It's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Taylor. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Bro.
And the Colts getting ready to
Overtime.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity.
Prime time,
First,
OT.
a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action, it's Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Bradley Chubb, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
We lost this game.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Denver, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0, and they'll get a few extra days.
Well, we lost that one. That's on me.